you guys think of the matchup?
You got it.
I mean, I'm excited. I know they're a very good team. It'll be a good game, but we're going to prepare the best we can and go out there and give everything we got. So we're excited.
What do you think?
I don't know much about Maryland other than that they're really good, obviously. So I think going into this next week, we just have to focus on our preparation, focus on the scout, and just hopefully execute it.
What was that like, just kind of waiting around? I mean, that ended up being a long wait for you guys.
Yeah, I was pretty anxious. I was like, did they forget about us? But once our name got called, it was relief, but just exciting to see where we ended up at. And Emily Ryan guessed it right, so she has a future in bracketology, I think.
Did Bill say anything about coaching against one of these former assistants?
He did not.
Not yet. I'm sure he'll mention it, but he hasn't yet.
What have you guys done since the Texas game to just kind of get yourself back in the groove? Obviously, a different type of season coming up.
We took a couple days off just to rejuvenate our bodies after that stretch. We've had individual workouts, weights, and everything, trying to get back into like the flow of things. But I've also think, losing that game, although disappointing, I think it was good because facing that type of competition and understanding that if we do lose another game, we will be done. I think that kind of put things into perspective for us going into the tourney.
Playing 3 postseason games in Kansas City, what did that do for you guys with a group that largely hasn't played postseason basketball yet?
I think it's going to prepare us well for this first round. I think we also got a lot closer as a team just on the trip. Like, we were always around each other and competing that many games. It's just a lot of fun. So I think it's going to prepare us for this tournament, and we'll be better off now that we've had that experience.
What about the regular season of the Big 12 in terms of what it did to prep you guys for any type of opponent?
I mean, you see how many Big 12 teams got picked, especially highly. Like, Big 12 is very well represented, as you guys could see. And so I think we play in one of the best leagues, night in, night out, and every game was a battle. There was never an easy game when we played. So that's only going to help us going into the tournament.
And then I think just with the tournament and Big 12 season in general, just gaining that experience, because I think Coach Fenn said it at the beginning of the year, we're one of the Division I teams with the least amount of experience. So, playing against top-ranked opponents almost every single night, I think will give us a lot of experience for the tourney.
What's it mean for you guys to be in this situation, talking about going to the NCAA tournament when, like you had said, you're so young and maybe a lot of people did not envision this for you?
I think from the jump, we kind of were the underdogs, and we've had the mentality of having to prove ourselves every single game. And I think that mentality still stands. I think there are still a lot of doubters that think because we lack this experience and not many of us have made it to the NCAA tournament before, we won't make a run, we won't, have potential. But I think, having the games that we've played under our belt, I think, puts things into perspective for us.
And during the first off, can you take that? Sorry to cut you.
No, you're good. Yeah, I think it honestly has just fueled our fire, just being the underdog the whole year. Kind of just keeps us, going and day in and day out, just knowing that people are still sleeping on us. And it's not about, proving people wrong, but it's more about proving us right. Like, we came into it knowing, we can be this team and we can do big things. And so we're just proving ourselves right.
Did Brenda ever recruit you?
At
Maryland?
Probably some mail, not much of more than that. Yeah.
For both of you, Anna, you mentioned first NCAA Tournament Division I, at least. I don't know what, nothing to true for you, but can each of you describe just what, this is what you were wanting to do, get onto this stage and what it means to, take that initial step there?
For me, this is the whole reason why I wanted to come here. I made it one time before at Truman, and we lost the very first game. So hopefully it doesn't go like that. But no, I definitely wanted to experience, playing at a high level, and whether that was the championship game in KC or making the tournament, I think this was everything I dreamed of.
Yeah, I mean, that's something you dream of as a little kid, too. Like, growing up, watching the tournament, like, that's what you look forward to, March Madness, filling out your bracket. So it's kind of like, it hasn't hit me yet that, like, you know, I'm finally getting to play in it. But, you know, that's a goal that I'm going to have every single year is get to the tournament and do well. So it's just, yeah, one step, 1 year down, so.
What's the excitement level for you guys, just being able to make it at the different points you are in your playing careers?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, for me, obviously, I'm pretty excited because I don't know. My journey's been so crazy, but working for 5 years to just get one moment is kind of just like, I don't know. It's crazy. It's hard to put into words. Like, it's truly like a dream come true of mine because making the tournament, going to the championship game, it doesn't happen every year. You know, for me, it's rarely happened. It's happened one other time in 5 years. So, you know, I tried to tell them, like, during the championship game, like, this doesn't happen. Like, embrace it. So, for me, truly, it is a dream come true.
Yeah, I mean, again, just my first year, so, but I mean, it still means a lot that we made it, and we're very grateful to be one of the teams that were picked. A lot of good teams didn't get picked today, but I mean, we're just going to enjoy the moment and give it everything we got.
What do you guys think of it being out in California?
We're excited.
What's the UV?
Yeah, you're going to be outside tanning. I burn, so we're excited. It'll be a fun place to go.
Yeah.